Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today is a very, very auspicious day because we're celebrating the appearance of Lord Nrsimha Deva. Lord Nrsimha Deva is the fourth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and he is known as the half-man, half-lion form of the Lord who appeared to protect his devotee Prahlad Maharaj, his pure devotee. So Lord Nrsimha is well known as a protector of the devotees, and whenever devotees are in a scary situation, they always remember how Lord Nrsimha Deva appeared to protect his devotees. So devotees pray to Lord Nrsimha Deva. Lord Nrsimha Deva is also the remover of anarthas. So we have very bad qualities in our heart: lust, anger, greed. These qualities, it is said in the Bhagavad Gita that these qualities, they are the free gateways to hell. So Lord Nrsimha, devotees pray to him so that he may, with his long fingernails, perform surgery in the heart of the devotee and remove all this dirt that has accumulated for many millions of lifetimes of taking birth in the material world. So Lord Nrsimha Deva, his appearance is described in the Bhagavad Puran or Srimad Bhagavatam, and the story, the narration is so sweet and beautiful that whoever hears it develops great respect and devotion to Lord Nrsimha. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that he tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita verse 9:31, "O Arjuna, declare it boldly, my devotee never perishes." So Lord Krishna always, he is the protector of his devotees, and he is always keeping his devotees within his sight. So let's go into the beautiful katha of Lord Nrsimha Deva. So it all begins with two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, who were born. These demons actually, they were none other than the doorkeepers of the spiritual abode Vaikuntha, who were cursed by the four Kumaras, the four sages, to take birth in this material world. So they came as the demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and they were two brothers. And we know that in another form, as the boar incarnation, Lord Varahadev, the Lord killed Hiranyaksha, who was causing a lot of trouble. So when Hiranyakashipu heard of the death of his twin brother Hiranyaksha, he became enraged. Staring up into the sky with blazing eyes, he clenched his fists. "Fellow demons," he cried out, "I will defeat the demigods and conquer the entire universe. I will destroy Vishnu by slicing his head from his body." Afraid of meeting the same fate as his brother, though, Hiranyakashipu decided to become immortal. So we can see in the picture on the left, Hiranyakashipu, he went to a valley where he performed austerities. While Hiranyakashipu was standing there on tiptoes, raising his arms above his head and fixing his gaze on the top of the sky, he did not eat, drink, or sleep. He remained fixed in that position for 125 years. So long that the ants built a nest around him, as we can see, and devoured his flesh. Blazing fire started to burst out from his head, disturbing the entire universe and its inhabitants, including the birds, beasts, and demigods, when all the higher and lower planets became too hot to live on. The demigods, being disturbed, left their abodes in the higher planets and went to see Lord Brahma, praying to him to do something. Lord Brahma the creator of the world, became alarmed. Riding on his swan, he appeared before the demon. "O king of the Asuras," Brahma said, "I am astonished at your determination. Please tell me, what is it that you want so badly?" He sprinkled holy water on the skeleton, which immediately changed into the body of a young, muscular man. Bowing down respectfully to Lord Brahma, Hiranyakashipu requested, "My desire is to become immortal. I wish to live forever." Lord Brahma replied, "I can't help you, for though I live for millions of years, even I must die one day. How can I give you something which I myself do not have?" Hiranyakashipu was disappointed. After all these years of hardship, he was not going to give up his life's ambition. His eyes lit up with an idea. "Then let me not be killed by any creature created by you, by any demigod, human being, or animal," he requested. "That benediction I can grant," replied Lord Brahma. "Let me die neither inside nor outside any building." "That's fine," agreed Lord Brahma, "and let me die neither during the day nor during the night. Let me not be killed either in the sky or on the land or in the sea, and let me not be killed by any weapon." "Yes, those wishes I grant you," said Lord Brahma, and smiling, he mounted his swan aeroplane and left for his heavenly home. So we see that Lord Brahma agreed to give Hiranyakashipu the benedictions that he would not be killed by any living entity, he wouldn't be killed in any place, covered or uncovered, neither die in the daytime or at night, nor be killed by any weapon, neither on land or in the air, not to be killed by any human being, animal, demigod, or any other entity, living or non-living. So in this way, Hiranyakashipu, he prayed for supremacy over the entire universe. So Hiranyakashipu was very happy in traveling throughout the universe. He defeated the rulers of each planet until he conquered Indra, king of the demigods. And so Hiranyakashipu enjoyed a life of great luxury, living in Indra's palace. He was very proud of his wealth, his huge army, and his beautiful wife. So constantly drunk with wine, Hiranyakashipu, he never forgot his vow to kill Lord Vishnu. And in due course of time, Hiranyakashipu, he got a son, and his son was called Prahlad. So actually, Prahlad Maharaj, although being the son of Hiranyakashipu, a very big demon, he was a pure devotee of the Lord. And the Srimad Bhagavatam tells us that when Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu, was pregnant, once Hiranyakashipu was out away from home, Indradev and the demigods made plans to kill the son of Hiranyakashipu in the womb of Kayadu, because they were thinking, if Hiranyakashipu is such a big troublemaker, how much more troublesome will his son be? So they wanted to end the misery while they thought the demon is still in the womb. However, Narad Muni, the elevated sage and pure devotee of the Lord, appeared. Because of his mystic powers, he could understand that the child in the womb of Kayadu was not a demon but a pure devotee, a devotee of the Lord. So he saved Kayadu and took her to his ashram, where he constantly read Srimad Bhagavatam. And in this way, Prahlad Maharaj in the womb of Kayadu would hear the Srimad Bhagavatam every day. And so he, by the process of Shravanam, by the process of Shravanam, hearing about the narration of the Lord, he became a devotee. And then Narad Muni dropped off Kayadu at her place, and Prahlad was born. And so Hiranyakashipu was not aware of all that had happened. But he had affection for his son Prahlad. When Prahlad was 5 years old, his father began to notice there was something quite strange about the boy. So he noticed that the boy, Prahlad, was neither greedy nor proud. He was quite calm, kind-hearted. Hiranyakashipu was quite concerned. Indeed, Prahlad Maharaj was the reservoir of all transcendental qualities because he was a pure devotee of the Lord. And he was going to school, to the demon school, where they were teaching the children to be good demons. And there he would instruct his friends in spiritual topics about Lord Vishnu, and his friends would follow him because he was such an exalted devotee. So one day, Hiranyakashipu, the king of demons, took his son Prahlad in his lap and very affectionately asked him what he had learned at school. He said, "You're very intelligent, but tell me, what is the most important thing you have learned at school?" The small boy, Prahlad, replied, "Studying about politics and the art of war is a waste of time. Those who are really intelligent have no enemies, because they understand that they are servants of Lord Vishnu, who lives in everyone's heart." "You fool!" Hiranyakashipu bellowed, thrusting his son to the floor. "Guards, this boy serves my enemy. Take him and kill him." So Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry, and he asked his servants to kill him. Hiranyakashipu said, "Prahlad, who appears to be a friend, is an enemy because I cannot control him. Therefore this enemy, whether eating, sitting, or sleeping, must be killed by any means." The king's servants were frightful, with long sharp teeth and twisted faces. However, Prahlad remained calm as they surrounded him. They attacked him viciously with spears, swords, and trident, but they failed to pierce his tender skin. Hiranyakashipu ordered his servants to kill the child from the top of a cliff, but Prahlad floated like a feather to the ground because Lord Vishnu saved him. They tried so many means to kill Prahlad, but Hiranyakashipu was unable to kill his son. They tried so many things, throwing him beneath the feet of big elephants, throwing him among huge, fearful snakes, employing destructive spells, hurling him from the top of a hill, conjuring up illusory tricks, administering poison, starving him, exposing him to severe cold, winds, fire, and water, throwing heavy stones to crush him. Even the sister of Hiranyakashipu tried to, because she had a boon that she would not be burnt by fire, she said, "Don't worry, I will put him on my lap and he will burn." But what happened is that she got burned, although she had a boon, and Prahlad Maharaj was spared. Excuse me. So the servants, they were defeated. They dragged Prahlad before his ferocious father. And needless to say that Hiranyakashipu was very, very angry. And he said, so he asked the teachers to, again, take him to school and try to teach him good things. But after some time, the teachers gave up because they were finding that other students became Lord Vishnu's devotees because of Prahlad, and the other parents were complaining. So they gave up, and they brought Prahlad to his father. And Hiranyakashipu demanded, "How," he said, "how dare you defy me? How dare you defy me? I control the entire universe. But tell me, how do you get this power of yours that you cannot be killed?" And so Prahlad replied, "Dear father, the source of my strength is also source of your strength. He's Vishnu." So Hiranyakashipu said, "Prahlad, you have always described a supreme being other than me, a supreme being who is above everything, who is the controller of everyone, who is all-pervading. But where is he? If he is everywhere, then why is he not present before me in this pillar?" And so Prahlad Maharaj said, "Well, he is everywhere, father." And so the demon taunted, "Is he here? Is he in this pillar? Then let me see him protect you now, for I shall now sever your head from your body. Let me see your most worshipable God come to protect you. I want to see it." And so Hiranyakashipu, he took up his sword, and he got up from his royal throne, and with great anger he struck his fist against the pillar. And as he did that, from within the pillar came a fearful, loud sound which appeared to crack the covering of the universe, and the wonderful form of Nrsimha Deva came out of it. The earth trembled, and Hiranyakashipu watched with wide eyes as an enormous creature emerged from the remains of the pillar. Though walking on two legs, he had the head of a lion. The Lord's form was extremely fearsome because of his angry eyes, which resembled molten gold, his shining mane, which expanded the dimensions of his fearful face, his deadly teeth, and his razor-sharp tongue, which moved about like a dueling sword. His ears were erect and motionless, and his nostrils and gaping mouth appeared like caves of a mountain. His jaws parted fearfully, and his entire body touched the sky. His neck was very short and thick, his chest broad, his waist thin, and the hairs on his body as white as the rays of the moon. His arms, which resembled flanks of soldiers, spread in all directions as he killed the demons, rogues, and atheists with his conch-shell disc, club, and other natural weapons. So Hiranyakashipu saw this, and he wondered, who is this strange creature? Hiranyakashipu thought, is this Lord Vishnu, my enemy? Never before he had seen such awesome anger. But remembering that he, the king of demons, was immortal, he was unafraid. So the great demon Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry. He swiftly attacked Lord Nrsimha Deva with his club and began to beat him. So they fought. Lord Nrsimha Deva fought with Hiranyakashipu, sometimes on the ground, sometimes in the sky. Lord Nrsimha was actually playing with the demon as an eagle plays with a mouse. Sometimes he caught him, sometimes he let him escape. So for some time, Lord Nrsimha Deva had some fun. But then, as twilight, as dusk approached, as per the boon, Lord Nrsimha Deva, he killed the demon, respecting the boon that was given to the demon by Lord Brahma. So finally, in the doorway of the palace, Lord Nrsimha Deva placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs, and at dusk, very easily, with his sharp nails, tore the demon to pieces. So he respected all the conditions. So the demon king was killed neither in the day nor night, but as dusk, as the sun touched the horizon. He was not killed in the air, nor on the land, nor in the sea, but on the lap of Lord Vishnu. He was not killed inside a building or outside, but the porch of the palace. He was not killed by any weapon, by the nails of the Lord himself, nor did he die of any creature, be demigod, human, or animal. But the Lord in his form is half man, half lion. In this way, Lord Vishnu protected his dear devotee Prahlad, and at the same time ensured that Lord Brahma's promises were not broken. So Hiranyaksha had failed to outwit the Lord. After Hiranyakashipu was killed, the Lord continued to be very angry, and the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, could not pacify him. Even Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, the constant companion of Narayan, could not dare come before Lord Nrsimha Deva, because even Lakshmi Devi, she hadn't seen her husband in such an anger. So Lord Brahma then approached Prahlad Maharaj and asked him to go forward and pacify the Lord's anger. And Prahlad Maharaj, he wasn't scared. He approached the Lord and he offered prayers to the Lord and a garland. And when Lord Nrsimha saw his great devotee offering him a garland, he became pacified and touched the head of Prahlad. Pacified by the selfless prayers of the gentle Prahlad, Nrsimha Deva Bhagavan said, "My dear Prahlad, best of the Asuras, all good fortune to you. You may ask me any benediction you may desire." But the boy replied, "My dear Lord, please do not tempt me. I am not a businessman, serving you only to meet my own ends. I am happy simply to remain your servant life after life." Lord Nrsimha insisted, but then Prahlad asked, "May I ask you one benediction, that you may please excuse my father for all his sinful activities?" And the Lord said, "My dear Prahlad, because of your unflinching devotion, your father and 21 generations of your family have already been liberated from the endless cycle of birth and death." So this is the great story of how Lord Nrsimha Deva appeared. So what we can learn from this is, if we take shelter of the Supreme Lord, just like Prahlad, then we will also be fearless like Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj lived in the house of his demoniac father who wanted to kill him, but he was never disturbed because he had unshakable faith in the Lord's protection, and he never gave up his devotion, faith and worship, even in the face of danger, and the Lord appeared to protect him. And we also see how Prahlad, he forgave his father. He didn't have any resentment. Quite on the contrary, he asked the Lord to forgive his father and give him liberation, relieve him of his sinful activities. So we see the compassion of great devotees. Prahlad never saw his father as an enemy. He continued being respectful and even asked Lord Nrsimha to liberate his father. So we should learn from this, that we should not bear resentment in the heart or see others as an enemy. We should forgive. So in this way we understand that Lord Nrsimha Deva is the protector of devotees, and he has appeared, and we are celebrating his appearance today. Shri Nrsimha Deva Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityam Namamyaham. Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jai Jai Nrsimha Dev Prahladasha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Shri Nrsimha Deva Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.